Just talking to you, look like you're happy and upbeat and got a lot of energy and full of life, and it's got to feel good with that. One of the things about like I guess I'm sure MMA in general, but I know with jiu-jitsu there's a lot of mental part of it. You're always thinking, always countering, always trying to figure out what your opponent's doing, and there's a lot of this mental stress. And it's, like I said, if you're trapped in a bad position, just having to be able to have the mental fortitude to relax and get through that. Do you find the mental part of it has gotten better for you as well?
Absolutely. I used to take pride, right? And as you see, I'm not a physically imposing kind of dude. And it was my mindset that was the strongest. I would train my butt off, right? And get my confidence from being in shape, doing what I could. And, I lost that without knowing. I wasn't competing. You think you're strong in there, but it's helped me tremendously. Doc, tremendously in my life, and we're talking about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but even in business, right? Because I'm in sales now.
Mm-hmm.
And imagine being in sales, being all bitter, right? Trying to, hey, this is beneficial for you, right? But you can't lie about how you're feeling. So I'm vibrant. I'm like a kid again, doctor. This is insane. You're like, man, I hear this every day. I know, it's awesome.
That's fun. How about the rest of the family? Is anybody, I mean, obviously your mom was doing, I don't know who else is in your family, but is anybody else in the family saying this is weird or this is crazy, or what do they think?
Well, my sister, my niece, it's full carnivore now.
Mm-hmm.
I have an 87 or 88-year-old aunt in Paraguay, South America. And she was walking with a cane now, right? And sitting down and just not doing anything anymore. And 10 days of going carnivore, her ankles were all swollen. They were back to normal. You could see the bones. And she was walking again. And this is 3 months ago.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. That's it. Even at 87 years of age, you can still significantly benefit. And I've seen some folks that are up there in their 80s that have seen big benefits for sure. As far
my hair's growing back, doc.
Good for you.
I kid you not. I thought, I'm like, no, I'm tripping. I just want hair again. And I'm seeing it. There's all these follicles, like in the area that it was completely nothing. It's like all these little babies. It's crazy.
It's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting when and some people say, well, it's just because you cut out junk food and the sugary stuff and meat has nothing to do with it. I kind of push back on that. I think that meat is actually very nourishing for us, and we have to eat something. Do you, as far as, so you've been doing it for 6 months now, has you seen a change in your body composition at all?
Yeah, I'm muscle and skin.
Yeah.
And I'm not even working out heavy yet. And my body was aligned. You could really see that I was shifted, because my leg was longer than the other.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday, I believe, was like the last day of my body just getting in place in Arizona. Like I felt this thing loosened up and I could breathe again. That's one of the things that also, doctor, I didn't say. As I mentioned, I was very asthmatic. And I grew up always sneezing and doing these, every morning. And I'm like, yeah, that's just part of my lifestyle. That's gone, doc. Completely gone. I could never sleep with fans on and whatnot. I just couldn't. I would get sick. And it was probably for mental as well. But I mean, obviously it has to do with the food. But that's gone, doc. That was my whole life. Every morning, sniffling and like a little sick person in the beginning. It's gone.
Yeah, it's interesting because asthma is, we're finding out asthma has a lot of an autoimmune component to it. And I've seen a lot of people that come off their inhalers and their asthma will get better. Where do you're in Florida now, but where do you normally live and train? Where's your normal location?
In Orlando and Gracie Baja.
Oh, okay. All right. Very nice.
Uh-huh.
How often are you, so as you make an approach to say you want to go to the Masters Worlds, I'm not sure, is IBJJF, that's next spring or something like that, I guess. Is that the plan?
That is the plan. And I'm training 3 days a week now. And the 2 days that I'm off, I'm moving my body.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of breath work and just getting everything strong again. I'm working on my joints with a lot of bands to be able to sustain all that and like really put in the heavy workload.
Do you have to either gain or lose weight? Is there a weight class you're trying to get to?
So I've always competed at middleweight, middle and medium heavy, which is 175 pounds in jiu-jitsu and 185.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I started carnivore. I think I was like 201 and I'm like 183 right now.
Oh, okay.
So I will probably do either or weight class. I believe in jiu-jitsu as a tip dog that you shouldn't lose weight, cut weight like in MMA, because you weigh in right before you get on the mat. So I believe on, if anything, go up in weight so you can be stronger.
Yeah, it's because I'm about 250, and so it's a little bit different style of game, I guess, when you get that big. It's more of the smash stuff, and it's you I guess you play to your strengths, type of thing. But do you find that like I said, flexibility, is that coming back for you, more and more flexibility now?
Yep, I was extremely flexible growing up. It was part of my strength. And I was completely gone. And, I had to like put my hand on my knee to reach over and grab things over and over. And I've stopped doing that about 4 days ago. And the flexibility is coming back. I'm able to swing my legs over, like a regular jiu-jitsu stretch that we do. Mm-hmm. I'm able to do all that again.
Oh, nice. So you said you started 201, you're down to 183. How much do you eat? How much did you eat a day to lose that weight? How much are you like typically eating as a, 40-year-old 6'1" guy?
I would eat until I couldn't eat, right? Until I was full, really. That would be about like a this size ribeye and like so another half of that.
Yeah, it's like 1.5 pounds or something like that. Yeah.
And about 5 to 6 eggs. Okay. Every time with it.
Is that once a day, or is that a couple times a day, or what was it kind of?
Once a day, and sometimes it's a damn barbecue at the house, at my mom's house every day now, right? So if I'm over there, and they're doing something, and I'm hungry, I would get some of that.
What made your mom start doing this? It's kind of at 67. A lot of people think, well, that's kind of crazy. How did she get hooked into this stuff?
Man, she's gangster, man. Like everything I've done, like, you're a badass, Mikey, you fought. Like it's really, it's from her side. My dad was a musician, so it wasn't from his side. I believe she was looking to help my sister lose weight. Mm-hmm. And she wasn't, the same person, and she was doing her research. She just studies all day, doc. Like really. And I saw her doing this research, like, wow, I found this thing. We can feel better. Because I always ate right. Like we didn't grow up with sodas and all these different things at home. And mom just found this new way that can improve the family's life.
Yeah, that's very nice to have the whole family on board. It makes things a lot easier for sure, and you have the support around you. Do you? Is there anybody that kind of gives you a hard time about this, or anybody saying, "Hey, you're crazy" and that type of stuff? Are you getting too much of that?
In the beginning, my vegan friends that drink Red Bull and stuff, it's very funny. Like those people, like they were, like, "Hey, you're eating that." I'm like, "Look what you drink." What can you tell me, right? But they're eating meat too. So they're not giving me crap anymore. I mean, you can't deny the results. And I'm not over here like pushing it. We go out to eat and can you make me a ribeye just with salt, please? Like what? No sides? It's free, man. Like, yeah, I get it. I'm just going to have it weird like this today. And they're like, okay, just protein style, make a joke out of it. I'm looking to be lean this summer. They bring it, but it's been 6 months. So my friends see that and you can't deny the results. And as I mentioned to you, I was bitter. I was just mad. Right. And that's gone. So, man, they're They're coming to the right side, dog.